Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us and being a part of the Nikki and Steven Live experience. Nikki and Steven Live, a place where Nikki and Steven can chat, hang, and connect with the amazing Stikker fam.
What up, mother cluckers? What are you doing with your life if you don't put pineapple on pizza? What?
Solo is the worst Star Wars movie ever created.
Toss a coin to
I didn't mean actually.
Oh, Valley.
Oh my God, stop, dude. This is dumb, I'm leaving.
Join in on our movie nights.
I can't watch this. Fuck, wait for him to get in. Oh God. No. No. That's a no from me. Oh, baby feet. No.
Boom.
Oh, fuck it. Can we all give Mr. John Wick a round of applause? A whole round.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
In the eye! In the eye! Ay!
Your favorite show's over? Be there for the rap party.
This is literally the most underrated television show I can personally say I have ever seen.
Word.
That was just such an epic moment that it was just, his speech was so good. Such a massive impact on the universe of Vikings.
There is nothing that you're gonna tell me that's like, he didn't survive. Because, no. La 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 la, I hear nothing.
If you thought this had a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
I cry every single time I see that scene again because it's so... I was shaking.
And of course, we are playing some games.
Yep, we're still in a bunch, bitches. Oh my God.
I'm an aggressive accuser.
Really? You are. You're a dick.
Sorry guys, I had to bounce.
Oh my God.
Oh, you missed! Oh, you missed!
Ah, no! Intimidate? I don't know! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God! It worked! Okay, so I suck it, you blow it.
I got this fucking thing dangling from my gun now.
That's what he said!
Run! Run!
Run! No!
What?
Bitch!
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my God! Oh my God! Finally! Holy shit! Ah, shit! Oh my God! Dude, serpentine! Ah! I'm gonna pee my pants, I swear to God! Fuck this shit all day.
Hello. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to another live stream. Nikki's actually on.
Here on time! Oh my God.
For the beginning of the stream. It's amazing.
This never happens. I feel like I need another cup of coffee, even though I've already had two. So.
Well, here's mine.
It looks real sus.
What does? Shaking.
Hi guys! What's up, kids? How's everybody doing? Trisha, Amber, Oliver, oh hi Mark, Smoke and Pressure, Miranda Dular, Helena, King Eric, Max, Gary Perry. Is that Carria? Oh shit, he's moving the chat, y'all.
Just relax, just hold on.
G-Man Schnick.
Just, it's back over here.
Bruce, Cody,
I'm setting up my stuff.
Magus, Hippie Angel. Oh, hi, Amber. Paul 5486. Eric, Eva, Assy. What's up, kids? Twin City, hello. Leon. Is it Ray? I want to say it correctly. John Skull.
Bye, Madrinas.
Oh my God. Eamon in the chat. What's up, Jeff? Angie. Hello.
Oh, there's an Eamon in chat. Watch out.
Angie B. Jeffrey. Amond has entered the chat. Amond, stop giving me side-eye. We just need a Damon. We need a Rhaenyra. We need an Alicent. Oh, well, awesome. I'm so glad. Hello, Diego. Camilo. Is it really hard to be on the side of Alicent at this point? Yeah.
I'm drinking Madrina's coffee. It's our sponsor.
And I've already had 2 cups today. Yes, this is from Target. Steven's is from Target. Mine is from Ashley from Patreon, YouTube. I just opened it. It's got all the names of the dragons, you guys. It's got the dragons. What's up, Doctor? Inside the outside. Yo, what's up, Sisu? How can you be Team Green at this point? Come on. We haven't started the podcast yet, but we're just chilling.
Let people roll in and hang out before we jump into the conversation.
I was watching Handmaid's Tale last night. That's why this fingernail was peeled off. Damn it. Season 5, episode 8. Is it season 5? Yeah, 5/8 of Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale?
At like, I didn't go to bed until like 12:40 a.m.
Oh. I still beat you by like 3 hours.
No, yeah. I was like, shit. Should I watch it right now? It was 11:30. I was like, ooh. Should I just do it? Yeah. Yeah, just do it.
I was up to like 3.
No, there are no other greens here.
There's lots of greens.
No. Hightower has committed treason. Aaron!
Technically,
It's treason.
That's a blanket statement that you can't make.
Treason.
Everyone had their hands in on it.
Yeah, don't spoil the Handmaid's Tale for anybody else, but it was fucking good. It is fucking good. What's up? That random Aussie chick, Dolev, Jen. Did I miss anybody new that has entered the chat?
Yeah, Helena's like the only sane one on
Oh,
Team
no.
Green.
None of the dragons ever get crossed out. How dare.
That'd be kind of sad.
No. Hi, what's up, T-Money?
Nikki's funeral plans. If you guys missed it, go watch
Oh my god, please. That needs to be its own
The
TikTok.
Werewolf by Night.
You need to put that on a TikTok.
I'm right on top of that.
Hi, Kim. Team strong. That team is very strong.
I used to do jujitsu with the guy whose last name was Strong.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you could talk about him.
Johnny Strong.
Yeah. From the Fast and the Furious. What was his name in the movie?
Leon?
Leon from the Fast and the Furious. Johnny Strong. Actually, his girlfriend...
He was also in Black Hawk Down.
His girlfriend used to train me.
Which is kind of a sketchy thing to say.
Way back in the day when I was before children.
Warning, Solo Sucks Rant.
What's up, Russ? What's up, Yak?
Like, if you say Black Hawk Down really fast,
Oh my god. Yeah.
it's a little sketchy.
Okay, so in high school, this guy, he changed, well, he didn't change his name like legally or anything, but he used to wear a hat because his first name was Mike.
Mike.
And he wanted it to be referred to as Mike Hawk.
Mm-hmm. That's very original.
Say it real fast with me now, Mike.
Let's not get banned on YouTube, please.
What's up, William? Oh my god, I say way worse shit. The double feature was actually super fun. I liked the break in between. That was really nice.
I'm going to probably put up the poll this week, or today, for this week.
Hey, Calvin.
That's weird. Is there no message there?
I don't know, try to highlight the message part. Let me see.
Yeah, the podcast will continue. There's nothing there. I just did that.
That's weird. You shall have your tongue for this. Oh god.
I'm probably gonna submit I'm probably gonna submit a topic request on Discord.
What's up, JC? You did not miss anything.
But I think
just started.
I think next week we'll probably do a Cobra Kai recap.
What's up, Meme
Because
City?
we're gonna finish Cobra Kai this week.
No, we do not cross out dragons. We cross out people. We don't cross out dragons. Dragons live on forever, whether they are here or flying in heaven. Because all dragons go to heaven.
If we go see Black Panther, we'll do a podcast on Black Panther. But yeah, we'll keep doing these on Wednesday.
He was in charge of Kingsguard in episode 1. It's kind of like a just keep Damon busy, right?
Oh yeah. Hey John, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh my god, thank you, John. Thank you. John, thanks for being here, bud.
The problem.
Sorry, does that make you feel? I'm sorry. If anybody does not like to be called, like when I call you guys kids or bud or whatever, I'm just so used to being around kids all the time, so I apologize if that makes you feel uncomfortable. You can tell me to stop. What's up, Kronks?
The problem with doing a Last Kingdom podcast is because the show is wrapped, I want to wait till we're caught up.
That's right, City Watch, not Kingsguard. Correct.
And yes, we watched Cobra Kai last night. I'll probably work on that for tomorrow.
What's up, Silva? Damon's about to let his queen burn the world. I don't think the queen wants to burn the world, I'll be honest. Oh god. She does not want to be the queen of bone and ash. Hey, howdy partners. There you go.
Nothing's gonna replace House of Dragon.
Ah, John, you're funny.
We're gonna finish Cobra Kai. We're gonna get back to Sandman, and we're gonna do more Last Kingdom.
No book spoilers. I don't want to know about it. Do not tell me shit about the book. I love you. Thank you for asking. And you guys can talk, offline elsewhere about book spoilers. I don't want to know. Don't ruin it for me. Are Danny and John descendants from the Greens or the Blacks? Well, Danny is descendant of the Blacks.
Well, there's Targaryens on... You realize the Greens...
I know, they have mixed now. Well, shit, I don't know then. That's a good call.
The mom and dad... King Viserys is obviously a Targaryen.
No, I get that part, but now his
I don't know.
kids-
I don't have any knowledge about...
Like, does it come from Rhaenyra, or does it come...
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't watched episode 21 of
I don't
Walking
want to know.
Dead yet.
I don't want to know.
But no, the rule around here is if it didn't happen in the show, it hasn't happened. So don't even talk about it. That's the rule.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me. I'm not reading the chat. I'm not reading your chat. If the mods could please remove any of the conversations about descendant information, that'd be great. I know about John. Like, I know who his family is, but I don't... Oh, sorry. Don't want me to touch you with my foot?
It's not about you touching me. It's about having space.
I know who's aunt and uncle, but I don't want to know, like, their bloodline yet. I'm not ready for that. I'm using my feet. Ooh. Again, I don't want anybody to get, like, offended or whatever if I'm like, ew, feet. Like, 'cause that's just not my thing. But, like, if you like that stuff, you do you. I don't care. Do whatever you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't give a shit. You know? Yes, do we? Well, I mean, we'll talk about it during the podcast, like which dragon that is.
Dark Lord, you'll get removed if you bring that up again. Just letting you know.
Schnick, thank you for the 5. Love you guys. Enjoy this community. Thank you, Schnick. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much.
Obviously, most people don't remember, so.
I mean, you know, another man's foot is another man's treasure. I don't know. The hand, the feet. Hi, Amy. I hear Severance is good. What's up, Blacklight? Jamal. Queen's feet, get him there. Hey-o. What's up, Paul? The other Paul. Oh, you want to put up... Oh, you don't put up the poll until after we start, right?
Correct.
Got it. I have notes. I rewatched the episode today because I didn't have time on Monday or Tuesday to rewatch it, so I rewatched it this morning. I took some notes. I didn't really have a lot of thoughts.
You didn't upset me. I'm just letting you know that.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't bring that up.
Yeah.
I'm very direct when I talk to the chat.
Again, yeah. If you ask him a question, he'll just tell you the answer. He doesn't beat around the bush.
And if you say something you're not supposed to say, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah. What's up, Sharon? Yeah. Steven doesn't get offended, and he doesn't get like mad. That's just literally just the way he talks. He talks to me like that, and I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me like that?
And I'm like, what did I do? And then I'm the one who feels attacked. I'm like, what happened?
My God. Yes, this is, I mean, we've been married for...
How many years?
Forever.
Huh?
Honestly, it feels like a lifetime. God damn it. How long have we been... I can't do math.
14 years?
2009. What year? Oh, God, 13.
13 years?
Yeah, it'll be 14 in a couple months.
We were married 2 years when Mikey died.
Aww.
Today's the 11-year anniversary of one of my best friend's deaths.
Michael. Oh my God.
The Funkolo.
Yeah. Funicello? Right?
Hmm?
How do you say his last name?
Bertolo.
Bertolo. Where did I get Funicello from? That's my friend.
How old are you guys? Like 35?
Oh my, yeah.
Smoking pressure.
Yes.
Everyone's new we love you.
Sure. We'll do that.
At about 6.
Yeah. Yes, we'll take 30s. We'll take that. I'll take it. But keep your ages out of the chat, y'all. Oh my God. Thank you, Leon. Your marriage is like time jumps on Hot D. No one really knows how long it's been. Damn! I'm writing that down.
That's funny.
Leon! Best comment. Thank you so much.
All my ancestors are Italian. I am 100% full-blooded Italian.
Marriage, like, time... I'm literally writing it down. Time jumps in Hot D. No one...
That's one of those days I'm never going to forget when my buddy Shane called me and told me that Mike passed away. Heart attack at 35? Right?
How?
I mean, he was sick.
No, it's been less than...
It was 11 years ago.
So that would be 31.
31. Well, he was a year older than us.
That's still, he was a baby.
32 years old.
Mike was the best. Literally, the funk was the best. He was always concerned about how everybody else was doing. He was like the best person.
The good ones always leave
the
us early.
The good die young.
Thanks, Bigfoot. Appreciate it. Now you're the least liked person in the
Honestly,
chat.
Bigfoot, that's the one way to get real that's fucked
Paul, you
up.
could leave those comments. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't care. If you want to call me old, fine. I don't care. I know I don't look old. I mean, I look old if you're talking about a teenager. Absolutely, I look old. But you know.
We're not that sensitive.
You want to know how Steven proposed? It was really sweet.
Mine was awesome.
It was really cute. He was like, hey, do you want to go to...
Fuck you, Allison Hightower.
Allison Hightower sucks, okay? I don't care, you guys. I really don't. I don't care. Well, we'll answer questions when we get into the actual podcast, when we start recording.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I don't care. That's okay. I know how old I am. I own a mirror. I know what I look like. Pretty Nikki! Hey, girl, hey!
Oh, is that?
It was not a gondola.
No, it was at her favorite place in the world.
I'm definitely not 45, but thanks for aging me a little bit.
Wow. What a jerk.
So, yeah, he's like, hey, you want to go to the Huntington Botanical Library, like Gardens and Library? I was like, fucking yes, that's like my favorite place of life. Duh. If you guys ever have a chance to go to the Huntington Botanical Gardens in San Marino, it's fucking amazing. It's right in the city of Pasadena. It's like they're their own little city. It's really bougie over there. It's really, really pretty. It's a huge botanical gardens. It's got all different kinds of gardens. It's got like a Shakespeare rose garden. It's got a Japanese garden. You need to Google it. It's the most beautiful place ever. And so he's like, hey, you want to go there? And I was like, yeah, I do. Let's fucking go. Let's be awesome. And so as we're driving there, you know, he's like filming stuff because that's what he did. He just filmed stuff. That's like was his thing. And so, like, we're driving there, and was my first clue. He's like, hey, we should totally go to a Carrie Underwood concert. And I was like, the fuck? Why are you being so nice to me now? Why are you being nice? Like, we had already been dating almost 3 years at that point. And I was like, why are you being so nice to me? And so we get there, and we're walking around and having a great time, and it's awesome. And then we go over to the Japanese garden, and there is a pagoda, which is gorgeous. And he's like, I just can't do this anymore. And I was like, the fuck? And so he starts fiddling with his pocket, and I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And he pulls out a ring, and I just about fucking died. I was laughing and bawling at the same time. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. And so he asked, and I remember like this one dude just like being off in the corner, just like, the fuck is happening? And it was amazing. And I'm not wearing my ring right now, but it's huge. And if you've seen it, it's gigantic. He paid a pretty penny for that fucking thing. And it was amazing.
I'm not really that romantic. I just plan things well.
He does. He's romantical sometimes. Like, it was the best. Somebody did try to ruin it for me. I ended up having to hang up on them because she called me and told me, I want to be happy for you, but I just can't. And I will never forget that part of the day. So thanks a lot to that biatch who fucking will never be a part of my life again. Karen, thank you so much. Love Eamon, but your reactions are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 2. Thank you. But
that would have been a great open to the podcast.
What?
The story you just told.
Oh. I'm gonna retell it?
No, it's okay.
It was really, really, really sweet. And like we had like a really good day. And then after that, we went to our favorite sushi place.
Hell yeah.
Which was literally like right next door.
It was around the corner. Or no, next door.
It was next door to the apartment. That we first met at, like, we met off of MySpace. We met on MySpace. We met up at his apartment, and like a
dumbass.
Yeah, so stupid. Don't fucking do that shit. If you don't know the person, don't go to their fucking house. I'm stupid. And what are you doing inviting some random biatch over to your apartment? Like,
Hey, I lived with someone.
we
I was
weren't
safe.
thinking with our big heads, you guys. That's what it was.
I was safe.
Yes, with the good old MySpace. It was real cute.
How do I send you guys money? I mean, you can super chat it if you want. There's also a dono link.
Yeah, a donation link. But it was yeah, and like all of our friends were there. And then after we had sushi, we went to a bar. What was it?
Oh, I don't remember the name.
It wasn't the Chimney Sweep.
Oh yeah, it was. Was it?
I don't know. It's all Studio City area
It's not
is
there
where we
anymore,
hung
I
out.
don't think. So.
Yeah, it was really fun. My mom came to sushi. It was really, really nice.
MySpace, we definitely aged ourselves there.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
See, I got a haircut and I shaved. I look definitely like 15 years younger when I shave.
Oh, same.
When you shave?
Yes.
You ready to jump into this shit?
I seem innocent? Ooh. Then I'm doing a good job. The acting. Yeah, people weren't using the site to be psychos like today. We met through Telegram. Absolutely. Pretty Nikki!
My MySpace top
Thank
10.
you. Yes. Dude, top 8. It wasn't even top 10. It was top 8, right?
Was it 8? I don't remember.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Just so
Thank
you guys,
you.
once we start,
I'm not going
if
to be
you-
talking to the chat very much.
if you drop a super chat, we will do a full Q&A at the end. We'll make sure to get everyone's super chats in. Can't leave that there. I need arm space for... Actually, I can slide this over. And if you want to join the channel, you get perks like voting on movie night, submitting questions to the podcast. All that stuff's guaranteed to get read throughout a live stream and stuff like that. And there's gifted memberships here too. What are you laughing at?
They're funny. They're being really funny in the chat. Morse code via candlelit window is the way to go.
What? What does that mean?
Morse code. Like, you didn't have MySpace. It was like way back in the day when you just Morse code each other through candlelight window. MySpace is the Rosetta Stone of dating apps.
Harry Potter, seen it a million times.
Oh my god. Oh god.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Don't forget to record. Start recording.
It is time once again for the Stikker Podcast with your hosts, Nikki and Steven.
Is that the one with the dude with the huge arms and the hot chick that rolls her eyes at him all the time?
That's the one. The Stikker Podcast starts now.
Yo!
I will forever love that intro. Thank you, Paul Sura.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stikker Podcast. Nikki and Steven, here we are. And I feel like I'm not sure we have really anything to talk about today.
Nope, so that's it. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
Nothing crazy went down on Sunday night, right?
Nope, not a thing.
There was no big crazy finale or anything.
It was just a regular day of softball.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Do we have any softball tans to talk about?
No softball tan this week.
And if you were just listening to our live before we started recording for the podcast, and you would have heard the entire story of how Steven proposed to me all those 13,
Well, longer than that.
14 years
We were
ago.
engaged for over a year before we got married.
Correct.
So,
We got engaged in March 8th of 2008.
right around my birthday, which was
Two days before
interesting
your birthday.
timing.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, we have a massive... I feel like this is going to be a huge discussion. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to look forward to. And we have a very long wait. But House of the Dragons, episode number 10, is in the books.
Yeah.
Season 1 went by so fast. It's like we blinked and it's like, oh, that was the finale. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's it. Like, even rewatching it today before the podcast, I was like, oh, I can't wait for the next episode. Never mind.
Yeah. It's wild that we're here already and that the first season's already done and we have like a 2-year wait before the next one. Don't even know if we're going to be on the internet in 2 years by the time the next season drops.
But will we still be doing a podcast?
Will we still be doing a podcast? I don't know, maybe. So I'm going to put up the poll. Did you like the season finale of Hot D? Yes or no? Vote away, folks. Vote away. Swing away, Meryl. Swing away. As we were talking about how shitty of a movie Signs is in the Discord.
I like that one. I still get scared at that one.
Worst alien in any movie ever, hot take.
I
think Signs was booty cheeks.
The video during Signs where the alien like sneaks out behind the bushes, that fucking still scares the shit out of me. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No.
Terrible.
No.
Worst friggin' alien movie ever. But
You lost your mind.
Tangent. But here we are. The season 1 is wrapped for House of the Dragons, episode 10. We're going to kind of talk about the episode and then jump into our season thoughts. And one thing we got to do, which I totally forgot that we did this for Game of Thrones. At the end of every season, we would give our top baby faces and top heels of the season, which I think this is going to be a challenge to pull this off because I feel like so many characters are in the middle. There isn't any clear, like, good or bad characters.
There's one bad.
I feel like I think there's a few bad, but I feel like there's so many characters in the middle, and we'll talk about it at some point. But overall thoughts on episode 10 as a finale, I think it did exactly what it should have done. It was it was probably the most emotional episode of the season.
Oh.
There was a lot.
Yeah.
It did exactly what it needed to do. It makes me and probably everyone else die for the next episode.
Yeah.
When it ended, when Rhaenyra turned and gave that look, it's like, oh shit. Next episode's next 2 years from now. Great.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I think the finale was fantastic. The storytelling overall was awesome. And we're kind of going to go through this in chunks in terms of character point of view on situations for this episode. But overall, as a finale, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was great. It was hard to watch in some aspects. It was really hard. But overall, it was really well. I mean, it definitely pulled out the emotion, which is what you want during an episode. You don't want to just sit there with nothing to say. So
yeah, I think emotional is probably the number one word I would kind of choose to describe that finale. I mean, just because of how much went down.
Not just the cry part, but the anger, the rage, the we need all justice.
Yeah, all the emotions. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start with Rhaenyra here because she went through it. I don't know if anyone has gotten so much news in like a matter of minutes than she got in this episode. So she's pregnant, and the delivery started early. She wasn't full term yet. The baby wasn't ready to come out. And, she gets the news about her father and Aegon being crowned king literally in the same sentence.
Right.
And is that what started her? The
stress.
Did that immediate, pounding of stress start her pregnancy early?
I mean, okay, there could be many a debate, or I don't know, of which one is it? Was it the death or was it the crowning of Aegon is what I think may have caused enough stress for her to
I think it had to have been a combo. Because I would have to imagine after the way they saw Viserys the last time they saw him, that's something that you start mentally prepare for. That you don't have a lot of time left with him. The way he was just deteriorating and falling apart and his time was coming to an end. But I think hearing about Aegon getting crowned on top of that news and feeling the extra level of betrayal and just probably feeling completely helpless, just absolutely insane. So that news sparked her pregnancy, and she ended up delivering the baby by herself. She didn't let anyone help. She just...
Which, that was very emotional, telling her handmaids, basically, that's what I think they are called, basically telling her handmaids, no, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
But also, the handmaids were very emotional
Yeah.
as well. Please let me help you, please.
Because they could tell how much distress that she was in. She was in pain.
But they cared for her,
Yeah.
which I felt.
100%.
And it was like, oh my God, it was so bad.
So she ended up delivering the baby herself, and we see that the baby comes out with no movement,
Cord wrapped around
silent,
this baby's neck.
and the umbilical cord was wrapped around its neck, and probably one of the hardest scenes. Like
That was... It was even hard to watch a second time.
They didn't
I watched
hold
it
back.
Today.
They showed you everything.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you saw the baby's feet, you saw the baby just laying there, and then you saw its head and the cord. It's just one of those things where that's a very sensitive, very touchy subject to talk about. And it's just so insane that she had to go through that. So she gets the news about her dad. She finds out about Aegon, and then she loses her baby. All within, I feel like, not a lot of time. So then, as they're doing the funeral for her baby, this is probably one of my favorite moments in the entire show. Sir Eric walks up.
I just love that. Like,
And-
you left your brother at home, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, because they're both named Sir Eric, right?
Yes, different spellings. Yes.
Real creative, Mom.
She didn't have a lot of options.
Let's go with Eric and Eric.
Yeah.
Eric with an E and Eric with an A. Let's do that.
I think it's one of the things that this show does amazing is when people pledge their support, whether it was Rob, Jon, Daenerys, and now in this moment with Rhaenyra. Like, I'm getting chills talking about it. It might be one of my favorite things that this show does. And he shows up, he pulls out her father's crown, and he goes through the whole spiel.
And
it's like...
a funeral becomes a coronation.
Yeah, like, just think about the level of emotions that she's dealing with here. Her father's dead. Aegon's usurped her crown. She loses her baby. She's in the middle of a funeral for her baby. And then Eric shows up with the crown, and they all bend the knee to name her queen. It's like, holy shit. That is literally the gauntlet of emotions and feelings that someone could be going through. It was absolutely insane. I mean, when Eric hits, like, I've watched it like 10 times now at this point. When he goes through his spiel and saying that he will take no wife, he will do none of this, and he's dedicated and like pledging himself to her, such an amazing moment. And then Daemon takes the crown, he puts it on her head, he kneels, and he's like, my queen.
I know.
So good. Such a great scene.
I just got the chills again, but...
And then everyone else bends the knee.
Except for
Rhaenys, which I think I understand why she didn't. She was waiting to get word from her husband. Before
Right.
she committed to Rhaenyra, she had to talk to Corlys.
And that's what I wrote down. I wrote respect, ? Being neutral, ?
She's just waiting for confirmation.
I don't feel like Rhaenyra thought that was disrespectful. Just my own thoughts.
No.
Like, I don't feel like Rhaenyra looked at Rhaenys like, hello. I don't feel like that was there. I feel like it was just... I feel like there was respect there.
We're definitely going to talk more about that moment and the decision to bend the knee, not bend the knee, and all that stuff. But one thing, we're going to transition into a question based off of the topic we just spoke about. So,
From Vanessa Games, Rhaenyra's face at the end looked familiar to the mother of the dragons before she decided to burn everything down. Do you think she will decide to use the dragons now, or will she show restraint?
So
I think restraint.
you think she's gonna? You think so?
Right now, at this very moment, until she has every duck in a row, she doesn't even know about her baby yet. Her baby that left to go deliver a message to the fucking Baratheon.
No, that was the information that she got. She got that information.
Oh, that's right.
And then
I'm
she
sorry.
turned.
Disregard.
So, not only...
Disregard, then yes. Fuck that shit. She's going to burn shit down. I'm sorry. What am I?
Just add it on top of the list of shit she's dealing with. I think I'm 100% pretty sure, well, 99.9% sure that's what Daemon was telling her. By the way, you sent the kids volunteered. And
I know, but you have to treat them like big kids now.
Yeah, 100%.
You can't just like, oh, you're maybe you can't go anywhere.
The plan made sense. It felt like a good idea, and then she just found out that her kid is killed by Aemon. Well, we don't know if that part of the story is revealed.
How do they even get that information to her?
I don't know.
How does that even work
I think we'll find out. But restrain? No. She's not. I feel like that look on her face, I feel like that, because she was doing her best. She could have, she flew in on the dragon when Otto showed up. She was trying to be diplomatic. I think Otto presenting the page that she tore out of the book did a lot. And, I mean, Otto presented a calm, clear plan that wouldn't have any violence involved. And I feel like Rhaenyra 100% wanted to go the route of peace.
No, that's why I said, I feel like an idiot for saying all that. Edit! I just lost my whole train of thought.
So the idea that, I think the whole time, and obviously Daemon, we're going to talk about Daemon, but Daemon has been gung-ho the moment this all started. He's like, we're going to take over, we got to mobilize, we got to get our allies in line, we got to figure this out, this is what we're going to do. And the whole time, Rhaenyra was like, no, calm down, pump the brakes, I'll give you a decision tomorrow. This and that play out. We're going to figure this all out. We're going to get our ducks in a row.
I loved the fact that Daemon pulled out the sword. Like, let's just get this shit over with now.
100%. He was all for it. He was ready to go.
Let's do this.
But I think the message and the delivery of finding out that Luke died. It was Luke, right? I keep getting the boys mixed up.
But also, before you go on to that thought, if Daemon could have said, Leroy Jenkins.
I mean, it's basically
totally
who he is.
Sorry,
but so getting that information, I think she's like, fuck this shit. I'm mad. This is bullshit. I've lost too much in a matter of a day. And it's just, I think she's going to lose it. And it's really unfortunate because even she understands the impact of bringing dragons into a war. It burns everything, is what she said, based off of the messages and the conversations that she had with her dad.
But she does not want to be the queen of bone and ash.
No, which, I mean, I definitely think we're going to get a Mad Queen situation potentially. Maybe not to the level of burning everything down, but I 100% think there's going to be a situation where she's like, I'm done. I'm not going to be nice anymore. I'm going to be tough. They took my birthright. And here we go. We're going to get wild and crazy about it. And you got dragons. We got dragons. We're going to fight. And I think it's going to come down to that.
I kind of want her to. I kind of want her to just go, fucking, let's do this shit.
Yeah. It's pretty wild with how much, if you think about how much she lost in this one episode, it's just unimaginable. And then to be in a position, very quickly thrusted into this position of power where you have to potentially find a way to get what is yours back. It's just like, holy shit. This is just insane. So we're going to transition into Daemon because I feel like his actions in this episode might be the biggest talking points coming out of it. I think it's really funny, just kind of the response to a certain thing, but he went through it too. He's feeling with emotions, he's grieving, finding out about the news about his brother dying.
Right.
And then
grieving in a different way.
Right, and then jumped to the conclusion that he was killed. They took him out. They eliminated him to get this plan in motion.
That would have been my first thought if we weren't watching the episode. If we were in there, I would have been like, oh, she killed him. She 100% killed him to get her way.
For sure. And so he's dealing with that, and then he loses a kid when doing the whole Rhaenyra thing. So he's also lost a child and his brother within moments. And it's wild. During the scene where they're planning and strategizing while she's giving birth, you could hear her screaming for Daemon.
Yeah, I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I mean, Daemon is trying to distract while, he's trying to focus on, keeping his wife in line, but her screaming for him while miscarrying their baby, that was a lot. That was jarring. Yeah,
and there's speculation that he didn't want to go. Even someone asked, do you want to talk to one of the maesters? And it's you talk to the maesters, maybe you find out some bad information that the mom is not going to survive. kind of situation.
He didn't want to hear that.
So that's not something he wanted to hear. He wanted to kind of keep eye on the prize and focus on what needed to be handled in this moment. And then it's one of those things where, oh shit, I messed up my notes. Oh, that's why I did that.
So undo.
So then Rhaenyra and Daemon ended up having a private conversation because he kind of called her out, like, what are you going to do about it? They've already declared war. She cleared out the room. And then she revealed to Daemon, like, my role has a bigger meaning in this entire world, and revealed the whole Ice and Fire story. And Daemon was just like, what? So clearly Viserys never told him about that. No. Which, I feel like that's a big thing.
I really wish he had of. That way there would have been at least one other person who could have been like, this is not the plan. This is the plan. What Viserys said, Aegon's dream, that's the plan. Like, I really wish he would have told his brother.
It's one of those things where I don't think Daemon would have even, like, accepted that, because the way he talks shit, he's like, your father, like, was basically held captive by his thoughts and his beliefs of these dreams, and and so, like, he didn't believe in that kind of shit, and he was worried that Rhaenyra was getting weak in terms of not attacking right away.
Right.
And then he does something where...
Oliver, I feel like Daemon crossed the line when he choked Rhaenyra. Do you think that scene could have been written better?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it went along with how... Don't get me wrong. Do I think that any person should put their hands on any other person? Fuck no. But, like, in this show, I think it kind of fits. Because he's pissed. He wants to go to war. She's not wanting to go to war. Now, information that he was left out on, and shit's going south real fast. He's getting upset. He takes it out on Rhaenyra.
So this is a really interesting situation, because I 100% think that it was out of character for him to grab Rhaenyra by the throat like that. Is he impulsive? Yes. Is he reactionary? Yes. Does 100%. He have a temper? Absolutely. But everything that we've seen up to this point with Daemon is that when it comes to a Targaryen, he acts differently. He does not attack his family. He does not attack anyone with the Targaryen name. If you're not a Targaryen, I almost feel like he doesn't give a fuck about you. You don't exist.
Yeah.
I think it was really funny because earlier in the season, people killed us. They literally were like coming for us when we suggested that Daemon would take his brother out, when he kind of pulled the heir from him and said he was going to pass it on to Rhaenyra. People were like, he would never do that to his brother. Daemon loves his family. But then are shocked when we reacted a certain way when he grabs Rhaenyra by the throat. And it's like, why are we surprised Daemon is crazy? Totally out of character in my opinion. But dude is dealing with a lot as well. And like death of a child, loss of a brother, and the family losing its line essentially. I think he was clearly letting the emotions get the better of him.
Yeah.
But the fact that he would put his hands on Rhaenyra like that, I don't think that fits character. I don't care if he killed one of his wives. Like,
but he didn't care about her.
He didn't care about her.
It was obvious.
When it comes to being a Targaryen, he holds you to a different standard, I feel like.
Right.
And I feel like that 100% is something that he would not do to anyone else. And it's like, yeah, if you're not a Targaryen, if you're not part of his family, he's going to come for you. He's not going to care about you. But the idea that he would choke Rhaenyra, his wife, the mother of his kids, well, yeah.
Hey, twins.
And fellow Targaryen, I feel like it's a different situation. And it's one of those things where I think it was out of... I don't think it was out of story. I think it made sense for the story based off of what he's going through.
I agree.
But 100%, I don't think it's in his character to want to grab another Targaryen, his wife. What is he technically? His uncle, her uncle? Like grabbing his niece by the throat, choking her because of something that he said, or because it was something that she said that his brother didn't reveal. So I don't think it's bad for the story. I think it was written very well.
Yeah. But
definitely, it just goes to show how intense everything they're dealing with is. And yeah, it just, dude's very emotional.
I wish
obviously.
that he would have come to his senses sooner. I wish that he didn't choke her for so long, because she was just like pulling at her throat, like stop. Like, I really wish he would have snapped out of it faster, but I get it.
Yeah, I mean, he is called the Rogue Prince for a reason, but again, he's not someone who's going to act out in violence against his own. That's the vibe I get from him, and that's why I think that it 100% is out of character for him. But again, it fits with what they're dealing with. There is so many emotional things going on that it just doesn't, like... It just doesn't... I'm not mad about it. Like, as someone who really enjoys and loves... Like, again, throughout this whole first season, Daemon, I think, has been the most interesting character. I think he's got the most depth. And, I mean, it also helps that we've seen the same... It's been Matt Smith from 1 to 10, basically. So, yeah, it's just... It's not something I'm mad about as a fan of being... Like, a fan of Daemon's character.
And I still think that he does love her.
Oh, 100% still. Like, I for sure think that. But again, it just goes to show exactly what they're dealing with. I think it's intense. There's just so much at stake now. And, you know, it's pretty wild what they're going through. So,
but if you ever would have fucking choked me, your ass would have been on the street, dude.
Well, yeah, of course.
Hail to the no.
It's not something I would ever condone, obviously. But
you don't touch your partner like that. You don't touch anybody like that. Keep your hands to yourself.
The one thing I try to do with all the shows that we watch is see things through the characters. I'm a Daemon fan. I think he's an amazing character, and I don't agree with what he did. I don't agree with a bunch of things that he's done.
Yeah.
But I understand why he would do it in that moment, even if I think it was out of character for him. It makes sense to the story why he would do something like that. So, I mean, Daemon is a very hot button topic.
Oh, yeah.
I know that a lot of people love the character, have certain expectations for the character based off of certain other things, but
I want folks to be able to look at this, like, objectively. Like, just because you love them doesn't mean that they shouldn't do such and such or this or that.
Well, the hard thing is when you're a fan, and fan is short for fanatic, when you're a fan of something, you hold it to a certain level of expectation, and it's like, my favorite athlete would never do anything bad. It's like, dude, he just killed somebody. Like,
oh, but they were, you know.
Like, there's always...
They were forced to.
There's always... You always give the benefit of the doubt to things that you love.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's... Like, I understand how hard it is. I have these arguments with people about Luke Skywalker all the time. He's my favorite character of anything that I've ever watched in my entire life. And it's so hard to take a step back and see the full story through the eyes of the character. It's so hard. But I do my best with it, and I really try to understand them through everything that they've done and everything that they've seen to this point. But the next crazy thing that went down, I kind of dropped into the 3 pillars, was the Aemond and Luke situation. Which, oh man.
I'm so pissed about that.
I predicted before we watched the episode that we'd get a major character death.
I was not thinking it was a child.
I did not think it was going to be one of the kids.
Yeah.
And the way that whole situation went down...
And a dragon. Hello? And a dragon?
That whole situation was just crazy. So, in an effort to gain allies, Luke was sent to Storm's End to speak with Barros Baratheon.
Yeah.
Aemond was already there, which...
Chilling with his...
We saw...
Ruby... Not ruby. Rubies are red. Whatever his diamond eye, whatever the eyeball,
blue sapphire.
Blue sapphire. Thank you. Why don't you fucking cut me off and tell me, dude?
Because I was looking for it.
Oh.
But the moment that Luke landed and was walking towards the front door, and then you saw this friggin' dinosaur, like over the wall, you're like, oh shit.
Well, I'm like, that's
Vhagar.
No. I was like, he couldn't be there. No, why? And then yeah, that was.
Dude,
yeah, it was
so being told that she's the biggest dragon in the world, and like seeing the scene where Aemon, when he basically claimed the dragon, you don't really grasp how big she is.
Yeah, you don't really see her in comparison to other dragons, and like
not even other dragons. Like just seeing her next to a fucking castle, it's just like, holy shit, that's a fucking dinosaur. Like she is massive.
Hey, damn girl, she thick. Well,
damn girl,
she thick with 3 C's, girl. You get it. Okay,
I mean,
she's got junk in the trunk and everything.
Yeah, and she'll friggin' bite your head off.
Word.
So,
or bite you in half. Aww.
Yeah, or into multiple pieces.
Yeah.
Wasn't even half. It was pretty insane.
That was
friggin' Godzilla. Yes, exactly. So just seeing in perspective within an area and actually not just flying around in the dark, you really see how big she is, and
she's gorgeous.
I don't know how anyone's gonna fight that dragon, because insane. But the situation went south pretty fast. Barrow said that Aemon was already there and they already had a deal in place.
Yeah,
what are you bringing
promising
me?
Marriage, and he's like, I don't have marriage to give
already
you.
betrothed.
I'm already committed to somebody else.
And I don't think Baratheon appreciated the message from Rhaenyra saying we need to be reminded of our oath. Like that comes across a little aggressive. I don't think he really appreciated that. And I think it kind of follows.
Listen, motherfucker.
I think it kind of follows true to another Baratheon that we knew. Yeah. Like Robert was pretty. I don't really know.
Stubborn.
Very stubborn. He had his aggressiveness. Russ, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And so I feel like showing up and talking to Boros. Is that how you say it? Boros Baratheon. BB.
He's a Baratheon.
He's a Baratheon.
He's not a Stark, he's a Baratheon.
Yes, I was waiting for you to do that. It kind of fit, it felt like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And he basically tried to make the deal. He's like, I'll deliver the message back to my mother, the queen. And before Luke can get out, this is where it kind of starts going really bad.
Okay, question.
Aemon basically attacks Luke.
Though, what about all the people that died from the houses? That were the houses that were like, no, I'm not bending the knee to this fucking Aegon bullshit. What happened to those folks? No, we're not going to hear about any of. Well, I mean, obviously, next season.
I don't know. We'll probably get there at some point where we see a clear line in the sand, essentially, of where the alliances lay. Mm-hmm. But Aemon, dude's still pissed off about his eyeball.
He's never gonna let that go.
I guess I'd be too after all these years if some kid just sliced my eyeball out of my head. That'd be pretty horrible. But he wants Luke's eye.
That's his uncle.
Eye for an eye. What?
That's his uncle, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He doesn't give a shit. And he takes off his eye patch to reveal his blue sapphire eye. That was fucking cool.
I did like that.
That is so awesome. The way he pulled it off, and I'm just like, oh damn. We fancy here. Yeah. You got a bougie eyeball.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I expect anybody that has lost an eye now, you need to replace it with a blue sapphire.
Yeah, for sure. And
just imagine just like they have the round eyeball, and then for the color part, it's just a full-on fucking blue sapphire.
Yeah.
That would be gangster. Okay.
That was pretty amazing.
So good.
And that's when the dogfight on dragons broke out.
Dude, it was Top Gun all over again.
That's kind of what I was asking for.
Honestly.
Like, I asked for, like, a big dragon fight. We didn't get, like, a big dragon, like, multiple dragon fight, but we got, like, a little dog fight.
Yeah.
It was pretty insane, flying between the mountains and stuff. And
his dragon was teeny tiny in comparison.
I think all the dragons...
a baby mouse.
I think all the dragons are teeny tiny compared to Vhagar, to be honest.
From the Iron Minotaur, this is more of a comment. While you can be the most expert dragon rider there is, at the end of the day, dragons are animals no matter how much you love, care for them, etc. They will go back to base animal instinct and will do whatever it takes to survive or get the fuck out of the situation they are in, which it was observed in the episode.
Yeah.
And then J. King, a fantastic episode. Do you think Aemon will say that he intended to kill Luke to prevent people from thinking he made a mistake and can not control Vhagar? That's a good question. Well, both are good statements. Thank you guys very, very much.
Yeah, Viserys mentioned early in the season the idea of man being able to control a dragon is an illusion. So
But
I think we saw that in play with both their dragons.
But yes, that goes back to Iron's statement about like they are in fact wild animals. Just because they're nice, pretty, you're not going to be able to take away their instinct, which I totally understand. I get that, and that I think that's probably why I didn't get like so like just devastation. I mean, I was devastation for Rhaenyra and her baby, because that is just, I mean, like, I think that goes beyond just being a mother, but just being one person watching another person lose something that they loved and wanted so badly.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's awful. But, like, the dragons, like, I was upset, but, like, it was not devastation. Like, you could tell that they could not control these dragons anymore, so it literally was not up to Luke or Aemond what those dragons were gonna do. Dragon gonna dragon, right? Am I right on that?
It's pretty ballsy, too, of Luke's dragon. I forget what Luke's dragon's name was. But
it was,
like that weak-ass little fireball that it sent into Vhagar's face.
Verax. No. Eric's? Oh, shit. Please don't kill me.
But it was like... Arax,
okay.
Right. It was like, I'm gonna shoot you with fire. Like, you think that fucking little fireball that you just spit at fucking Vhagar is gonna actually do anything? Yeah. It's like a friggin' flea. Like, get off of me. And there was a really beautiful scene also where Vhagar kind of just flew above. And you really see this, like, you see the size difference between the two dragons. It's like, oh damn, you're fucked.
But
you're totally fucked.
You could definitely see the loyalty. Like, Vhagar loves Aemond and will protect him at all costs. Doesn't even matter if it's another dragon.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very, like, kind of cool moment. And Eric's, like, you could tell that he loved Luke, but, like, there's just nothing he could have done. He did his best, like, what is that? What's the ship on Star Wars?
The Death Star?
No. What's the other ship? Millennium Falcon.
Oh.
The way that they would, like, go through the planet.
Oh, yeah.
The corridor in the planet, that's what it reminded me of. Aren't you so proud? Weaving through. That was really awesome. I loved that way she was, like...
That was a dogfight.
Sorry, he was laying low through the... Oh my god, words are fucking hard today. The way he was going through the corridor trying to escape the other dragon, it was awesome.
Yeah, I think the way Aemond handles this is going to be really interesting. Obviously he had a look of just like, oh fuck, what did I just do? What just happened? And the way he's going to present this, I think it's a really good question, asking if he's going to kind of fabricate the situation a little bit just to make it seem like he didn't lose control of his dragon.
Like, I did it on purpose, and then he's going to suffer the consequences.
It's like,
whatever they may be. I doubt he's going to get any consequences, though. But then again, all you lost was an eye. You took his life. That's going to be real shitty. Alicent's probably going to be pissed.
I mean, when that moment played out initially, Alicent wanted eye for an eye. Is Rhaenyra going to respond with son for a son?
Ooh.
It's like, you fucking killed my son.
She should. I don't like the whole killing of the children, but Aemond, you need to go. You need to go, bud. Sorry.
It's one of those interesting things where I feel like it won't even matter what Aemond's side of the story is, because on the Targaryen side, it doesn't matter. You killed Luke, and that shit, it doesn't matter how it happened or why it happened. The fact that you were even out there on your dragon instigating this kind of, like, he was just trying to scare the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then it turned into that where, one dragon acted out and didn't listen and spit fire, and then the other dragon literally just chomped them to pieces.
Like, Aemond could have called it off at any moment.
No, I don't think he could have. They were both...
No, before any of that.
No, he never had to mount his dragon. But he should have never even mounted his dragon.
Luke wasn't trying to fight until Eric's was just like, I need to defend myself. I don't feel like Luke was, in it to fight at all during the entire thing.
He was sent as a messenger.
He was trying to get out of there. He promised his mother he wouldn't fight. And, yeah, Aemond's just...
he's another one of those
Took it too far.
characters. He's another one of those characters that I find to be insanely fascinating. I can't wait to see what kind of development he gets. What happens off of this moment? Where does he go? What happens? Because, again, he basically... Like, obviously, the idea of war being started has already, in some eyes, has already taken place, the first act. This feels like the official... Because now, Rhaenyra, I would imagine, based off of what we talked about earlier, her response is going to be war.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So she's going to just, like... Everything that she was trying to accomplish is now completely out the door. And it's like, you fucking killed one of my sons. I don't care why it happened. I don't care how it happened. We went there as a messenger, and he was protected by that because that's a very clear thing.
Yeah.
Even Baratheon was like, he's here as a messenger. He's protected. You take him back to his dragon and get him out of here. So
I mean, that's the saying that we still use today. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely one of those situations where it's going to have a massive ripple effect.
Yeah,
And
actually, I want to talk about that for a second. The pig joke was Aegon's thing. Aegon. Here we go. Words are hard. The pig, like, that was not Luke and Jace's thing. That was his own fucking brother. So if you're gonna get pissed at anybody for starting that shit, get pissed at your own brother.
yeah, I mean, it didn't help that he was laughing at the pig at the family dinner. So, like, anything that just... Like, when you're fired up and mad about something, the smallest shit's going to set you off, whether it was that person's fault or not. But, yeah, it was Aegon who made the joke.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, we got you a dragon.
Yep.
It's like, nope. But then all those years later at dinner, they were laughing about it. So,
I mean...
damn it, Luke.
I know. I would have laughed, too.
And now, it's time for everyone's favorite segment.
So let's find out what Nikki and Steven got wrong this week.
Did that play?
Yeah, it did.
Because my headphones aren't working again for some reason.
It just your thing's disconnected. Thank you again, guys, for the super chat. We will get to those right after we're done with the main meat of the podcast.
So this is a pretty clear one. After I watched the episode literally the second time while editing, the whole we misread the Corlys and Rhaenys situation.
Absolutely.
So we watch a lot of shows. A lot of people in these shows like to strategize and come up with plans and then present them and be sneaky about stuff. I honestly, after watching this scene like 10 times, I think this scene was actually poorly edited. I don't think it was edited and delivered well. Because
I want to know if anybody else was confused as we are.
Yeah, I don't know. But like on first watch, like even on second and third watch, like I understand the point of the whole thing now, but watching it, it's like Lord Corlys is going on this whole conversation about Rhaenyra and everything she touches gets destroyed and she's responsible for our son's death and all this stuff. And then Rhaenys, she goes in and
defends her a little bit.
Rhaenyra, complete, like 100% defends her. Like not just a little bit, like goes all in.
Okay, fine.
And the whole idea about the grandkids being in danger because of this, he just Corlys just wanted to disappear, stay neutral, and go away and live a life with his grandkids. And the moment Rhaenys was like, yeah, our grandkids are kind of in danger now because they've got a tie to the throne and everything that Rhaenyra is going for is going to be a threat. But we need to pick a side because of this reason. And so it goes from Corlys saying what he said into Rhaenys defending Rhaenyra, and then it cuts right into the next scene, and Corlys is like, you have the full support of our fleet. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I thought you just said that everything she touches turns to crap. Like,
so,
wait a minute.
The quick conversation from Rhaenys was able to convince him of changing his mind. And so, obviously, we missed that on first watch. I don't know how people catch, like, do people catch everything? Like, the first time they watch?
Unless they're watching it in negative 1.5 speed.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, camera on your face, lights on, not going to catch everything. But again, as someone who has been to film school and has edited content, I thought the scene was poorly edited. I don't think the execution was great. We got no response, no facial expression, no nothing from Corliss after Renee said that. So it just kind of went to the next thing. And so, hey.
That's okay. So that's to talk about how I felt about it. I felt like he was bullshitting her. When it cut from Rhaenys defending her, and then cut to the next scene where they're standing in front of Rhaenyra and Corliss is talking like that, I was like, is he bullshitting right now? Is he just telling her what she wants to hear just to get something out of her? Why is he being like, everything you touch turns to shit, and then you have my full support? Like, I personally thought he was bullshitting her.
Oh, it's not hard to catch at all. Okay. Cool.
Got it. I'm not as smart as you.
Bunch of master watchers of TV in the chat. Yeah. But yeah, like, I didn't think it was executed that well. I didn't think it was that great. And, I mean, watching it on the second time, it was obvious. It's like, oh, yeah, I see what happened there. It makes total sense. Mm-hmm. But it was one of those things that, it's not the first time. It won't be the last time that we miss something. So
yeah,
I think this is one of my favorite things because...
Can we play the TikTok?
What?
It's okay when they do it. Oh. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them.
I think it's a great segment because, again, I have no problems admitting when I miss something and being wrong about it.
Yeah.
It's just... I don't know. It's just one of those things where I didn't think it worked. I didn't think it was that smooth. And the transition was just a little clunky for me. But yeah, it's the way it goes.
It happens.
Let's check out what our poll results are. 97% liked the finale.
Cool.
2% didn't. Once again, YouTube, that's not 100%.
Yeah. YouTube can't do math.
383 votes. Dude, 383 votes. Can we get 300 likes? Come on, chat.
Word.
I need to go back to school then. Can we get rid of... Allison has been a problem this whole stream. Can you just say bye-bye? It's time.
Team Black all the way. Bye, Alicent. Okay. It was okay for season 1. Yeah. What's up, Luke? Hi, Luke.
I thought they were cool, and then they just kept... They're causing lots of problems.
Ooh, we got all the mods on it.
I just kept seeing their messages getting removed.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa Games! Yeah, dude, again, we're not perfect. I'm just a person just like you. I'm gonna miss shit. It's gonna happen. But that's why we get to talk to each other. We get to read the comments after they've been scrubbed through the mod team. But I love having conversations with you guys. It's the best. That's how we learn. I
mean, we wouldn't have a segment like that if we didn't have fun with it. Mm-hmm. So, just don't have to be an asshole.
You don't gotta be shitty. You don't gotta be shitty. There's no need for that. What's up, Clever Potato? Okay.
So let's kind of recap season 1, do a little look ahead to season 2. Overall, as a season, I thought this season was awesome. I don't think there was one episode that I didn't end saying, holy shit, that sucked.
Yeah.
Or holy shit, that bothered me. The only thing that I would ever even bring up if you had to force me to say something I didn't like, I didn't love all the really drastic time jumps. Outside of that,
I thought you didn't mind them.
No, I'm saying if there's one thing that I had to pick, it literally doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
But I feel like if I had to pick something, it would be the time jumps, just because I really like having time to develop a relationship with characters, and it's an interesting conversation. I don't think everyone has this problem. I don't know if I really have this problem, but it's one of those things where if the actor changes, you're going to have to be reacquainted with the character. It's one of those things where...
they did a pretty good job with that.
Yeah, I think they did a great... That's why, again, I'm saying I had to pick something...
You giving your opinion, I'm giving mine.
I would pick the time jumps. That's it. It just made it feel like it was kind of fast. But overall, top to bottom, I loved this first season of this show. Yes. I cannot wait to see more of it. And we got a bunch of questions, so we're just going to start ripping through some questions.
Miranda Rojas, this show exceeded my expectations. What episode was your favorite? I pick episode 7. Driftmark.
That's for me.
Oh.
That's my
Sorry.
notes.
This show exceeded my expectations. What episode was your favorite?
I pick episode 7.
And
Driftmark.
I picked episode 8. Because... don't you fucking call a horse, okay? Don't you call in a horse, you're gonna lose your head.
I think the whole situation with Aemond and claiming the dragon and then getting into the fight with the kids and then losing an eye and then the whole drama scene that the adults are there and Rhaenyra and Allison's calling for an eye of one of Allison's kids, and I feel like that was one of my favorite things in the whole show.
So yeah, mine was definitely season 8. Again, don't be calling fucking horse, people. Anyways. Vex431, what's up, Vex? Where would you rank this season against the 8 Thrones seasons? Is it fair to make that comparison? I don't think it's fair.
I don't think it's fair yet. If I'm comparing season 1's, I really want to go back and watch season 1 again of like the original show.
Me too. Let's do it. When we have 0 time.
It's just one of those things where I think like at the least it holds up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can say that it was better than the first season of Game of Thrones. I loved almost every season of Game of Thrones. There weren't many things that happened in that show that made me be like, oh, I didn't like that. I mean, there were a few things, obviously.
Whoa.
But
honestly, like the original Game of Thrones, you could just rewatch that until the cows come home. That is just like, it's just a good ass show. Like there's always something that you missed the first time around, second time around, third time around that you get to pick up on again. So I love it.
But this first season 100% lives up to maybe not like the top tier. Because, I mean, some of those seasons in Game of Thrones are probably some of the greatest seasons ever created. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of those Game of Thrones moments and stories that they told were just god tier pieces of content, and just, it's not there. But in terms of a season 1, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was so good.
Mm-hmm. Hooplehead USA, what's one character or storyline you wish was developed more?
Honestly, I kind of like knowing some of the stuff that they cut out. I kind of wish we got more with Daemon. I wish we saw more, like knowing that they cut out a scene where he embraced his daughters after mom died.
Yes.
Like cutting that out, I feel like is a big kind of disservice to the character.
I would have really liked to see that, as well as the wedding.
The wedding.
I would have liked to have seen the wedding. I wanted to see Allison's beautiful dress, her beautiful makeup, like costume and makeup with any of these shows. I just love, okay? Even the wig, the wiggetry of it all, like beautifully done, perfectly blended, absolutely gorgeous, looks completely natural. I would have loved to see all of that.
Someone said House of Dragon season 1 finale had more viewers than Game of Thrones finale. I don't think you could compare the two.
Yeah.
Because
that whole season, but the whole season felt rushed.
Well, no.
For season 1 Game of Thrones
I was assuming
finale?
you're saying Game of Thrones season 1 finale. I don't think they're comparable because that's the first season of Game of Thrones ever. There's a fan base of the show, not the books, that was already kind of there for season 1 of House of the Dragon, so I don't know if those are comparable.
Don't you like how I'm always trying to catch up with the comments? I'm like, wait, what? Huh?
But there was also a scene, I think, cut out where Daemon was fully in the water, like sobbing, crying, after the whole situation went down with finding out about his brother and then finding out about their kid that passed away in the finale. There was a scene where we saw a scene of him grieving. Wait. But there was a scene that got cut out. So
I would have loved to see
I would have loved to see more of, again, Daemon's my favorite character in the show.
I would have loved to see more than just anger from him.
Yeah. I think he's the deepest character. I think he's got the biggest range of emotions that we've seen from him. But I think I would have loved to see some of the softer side of him too. Yeah. where he's embracing his kids, where he's like sobbing about the loss of his brother and his child. Like, I feel like some of that would have gone a really long way to even developing his story even more.
Yeah, I really would have liked that a lot.
I think Damon is definitely someone that I want to see more of for sure.
Damn, I'm going to need to see that scene. Vanessa Games, do you think we will see Damon be the first to control more than one dragon? Will he be the one to fight Aemond? Ooh.
That scene with Damon singing in the dragon pit.
That was awesome.
And like...
Oh my god, that was glorious.
That was so awesome.
So good.
Excuse me. Him trying to like tame one of the wild dragons was so cool. And I mean, that dragon looked fucking huge.
But I love the way that dragon lit up.
Oh, that was...
it was so amazing. Dude, I still want to get a dragon tattoo. If anybody else wants to get a dragon tattoo, we're going. I still need the finger mustache. Don't think I forgot, because I fucking didn't. And a dragon tattoo. I want a little dragon right here on my hand, and I want a finger stash.
Vermithor? How do you say that dragon's name?
Vermithor.
Vermithor.
Is that on here?
That dragon looked old and huge and scary.
Is it on here? Yeah, Vermithor. Yep. Right there. Right on the boob.
So, is it his plan to claim that dragon and then go fight Aemond? I think that's where we're going. Because he went on this whole... like rant about how many dragons they have. There's a bunch of wild ones that are not claimed and this and that. And it sounds like, yeah, that was just one of those, like the eye, like the zoom in on the shot of the eye and then Damon's eye.
I love
and it was like,
that. That was so cool.
Damon's red dragon with the long neck. I'm terrible with names. So
Syrax.
Syrax. I don't know if Syrax is capable of fighting.
Wait a minute. Is it Syrax?
I feel like that neck would cause some problems in a fight. Caraxes.
Yeah, okay. I wrote this down in the very beginning.
All right.
Sorry.
I feel like Caraxes's neck would probably get him into some trouble in a fight.
Yeah.
Too much to chomp on, if you know what I mean.
Word.
So I don't know if that's good or not. But yeah,
Syrax
3 dragons versus... I thought it was 13-3. Is it 12-3?
Syrax is the golden dragon. That's all I got. And then I lost it after that. I lost all the dragons after that.
I mean, it definitely feels like we're getting some kind of Daemon versus Aemond showdown at some point.
That would be amazing.
Because it almost kind of feels like Aemond is the next Daemon, kind of. In terms of like... the attitude and the swagger and the fighting ability and all that stuff. So
okay, Syrax is Rhaenyra's dragon. Okay, Gary Perry. At what point, if any, will Alicent recognize her mistake, and from whom? I think when Rhaenyra is holding a knife to Alicent's neck, ready to slice, Alicent will be like, "Oh, my bad."
See, I think she'll recognize it immediately. I think she'll actually take accountability.
I don't
think it's gonna matter.
I think Rhaenyra needs to give her the whole download of the Song of Ice and Fire and be like, "This is what he meant, you dumb bitch."
Well, it doesn't, that whole thing, I don't even see the point of that moment because...
I want it. I want somebody to be like, this was the misunderstanding. This whole thing was Viserys' fault for not telling anybody it, but like... I want her to understand how big of a misunderstanding this was.
I don't think it matters.
Dumb bitch.
The plan was put in motion before that even ever happened. Like,
I know, it won't even matter. I totally get that. The plans were laid long ago by Otto and the rest of the council. Like, it didn't fucking matter that there was a misunderstanding. They were just waiting for Viserys to die so they could put the long-laid plan in place. I totally get that. But I want Alicent to be like, oops, I made a mistake.
I think when she realizes what happened, I think she, like... A lot of light bulbs went off for her in episode 9, where she realized what was happening. And the fact that she even called out her dad in that moment. I feel like there's a lot... I think she's coming to a realization to the fact that, like... Not everything is in her control like we thought. And it just doesn't... that whole Song of Ice and Fire thing, it really did. Maybe at one point it gave her, whether she believed it or not, gave her validation that her son should be put on the Iron Throne. But during that council meeting, when
no, I know that's
Lannister
why
was like
the long laid plans. I
when Lannister said what he said, it was just like, oh, that shit doesn't even matter. Like, what? They've been planning this behind my back the whole time. And so it's definitely one of those things where Alicent is, I don't know, she's been in a bad position almost from the start.
Yes, she's been taken advantage of and brainwashed for years upon years, so...
And I think she's coming to the realization about the situation that she's dealing with. So, right. In summary, for this season, we've got more questions that we're going to have. They're going to have just more general stuff. I thought this season was fantastic. I loved every second of it.
Yes.
I think it's the actors, the story, the action, everything about it. It absolutely hit the nail on the head for a first season for me. And I just cannot wait to see what they're going to do with the next season and seasons beyond that. Overall, what was your feeling for the first season of House of the Dragon?
I loved it. I hope they keep the same actors. Like, I hope there's no more, like, massive time jumps where anybody's changing as the actor. Like, I need to see these same people be their same characters.
I'm confident that they're going to keep it that way.
I hope so. I mean, like, they're considered grown at this point now. So, hopefully they don't change. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I looked forward to Sundays and doing Game of Thrones videos. And then I look forward to these discussions on Wednesdays with you guys for the podcast. This makes... I love this shit. I love the fantasy of it all. I love the dragons,
the greatest world ever created.
costumes, the makeup, the action, the sadness, the tragedies. I love all of this, so this is great.
The only character that might get a change is Joffrey, the youngest son.
Oh, well, because he's a baby.
Right.
Like,
he's probably the only one.
And I think that's probably why they didn't put him in very often. He was in, like, he was only in this one scene in
He's
this
like
show.
the new heir, though, Driftmark, right? Does he get that? Is that where the line goes?
I guess so. I guess Joffrey.
I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah.
But we've got a bunch more questions, and we're going to jump through them right here.
J. King, what a powerful performance by Emma Darcy. Now that the season is over, which do you prefer, Hot D Season 1 or Game of Thrones Season 1? Personally, I love them both, but I slightly prefer Hot D Season 1.
Emma was amazing.
Oh my god.
Absolutely amazing.
Short hair queens out there living it up. Yes, girl.
Absolutely amazing performance. Everything, just the character. Like, I love this character. I think Rhaenyra is so cool, and I mean, some of the stuff that Emma had to go through to, like, deliver, nailed it every time. I thought fantastic. And we kind of already talked about season 1 versus season 1.
Yeah.
At the least, Hot D is on par. It could go above if there's a little recency bias going on, but as of right now, they're neck and neck.
Yep. Jenna Lee, have your feelings changed toward any of the characters now that season has ended? What are you hoping happens in season 2? That they string Alicent up by her toes.
So definitely haven't changed your feelings on Alicent.
And Aegon. Aegon sucks so much. Fuck that guy. R-wording people, taking advantage of people, just being the worst. You know what? I hope that Helena is... I hope that she prospers because I feel like she's a good kid. Weird, but good.
I think I've shifted the most on Alicent. Just in a sense that, like, I don't necessarily like her as a character, but I have a better understanding of why she is the way she is and why she's doing all that stuff.
Let me put that in there. Don't get me wrong. She fucking, like, she stood up for her kids. I think that she loved Viserys at some point. Like, I do like her sticking up for herself, but, like, I'm still Team Black. I don't fucking like her.
I mean, it's just, I feel like there were things along her journey that could have been handled better.
Yeah.
And that really just comes down to, I don't know. It's hard because everything that Alicent has been through is almost a result of something that someone else has done to her. So it's hard. But it's definitely someone that I've been a little more accepting. Especially when she, in episode 9, was willing to call out her dad and be like, you've put this shit in motion since day one. Like, the light bulbs were going off. She had more, like, a clear understanding of what was actually happening.
Right. JC, Reyna who was betrothed to Luke, was the dragonless sister. Now with no dragon and no betrothed, I think she might try to claim a large dragon and go after Aemon and Vhagar. That pretty one Daemon was singing to looked big enough. What do you think about that?
That sounds dangerous.
I know. I think that maybe she should take a different one. I think Daemon has claimed that large dragon for himself, but that's just my thoughts. Oh, here we go with the sex bots. I feel bad for Reyna. Like, could those kids, like, go through so much shit?
Seriously.
Honestly. No dragon, no betrothed, mother burned alive because of childbirth. She's got a real shit end, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out, but her just claiming a dragon and going after Aemon seems like not the best plan.
I don't think she'll do that. I think she will stick around and...
I don't think anybody should just be going one-on-one against Aemon and Vhagar. That just seems like a really dangerous... After seeing Vhagar in action, I think you need to get, like, the whole friggin' squad together. Yeah. Like, that's going to be a friggin' bloodbath of dragons when it comes to that.
To go back to somebody in the chat, Bela, she would need to be in line for Driftmark.
Oh.
Because, I mean, she was Rhaenys's ward. Like, I agree. I think that she should get that. She deserves it. Poor kid. Dular, Helena dreams are messy. Do you think Vhagar with Aemon is the actual beast beneath the boards?
I think that's a good question. I mean, it's obvious that when that episode happened and it was Rhaenys and her dragon being the beast beneath, but I don't know.
You think it should be way more dramatic by being Aemon as the beast because it's way more of like a threat.
I mean, there's a chance that we haven't even seen that play through all the way
like
yet.
Rhaenys and Meleys. They killed people, but they didn't actually do anything to cause harm. I think the beast beneath the boards probably could be Aemon and his dragon because they will actually cause damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, she did kill probably hundreds of innocent...
I know, and don't get me wrong, that's still bad, but, like, she didn't cause any harm to the crown.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of what she said needs to be very closely paid attention to, and yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. I would imagine most of the things that she has said hasn't fully played through yet, so we'll kind of see where it goes.
From JC, I just realized that little Joffrey Valerian would now be heir to Driftmark. Oh. Do you think that Corlys should or will take him now to keep him safe and train him up? Would Rhaenyra let him? I think Rhaenyra would totally let him. I think that she trusts Corlys and Rhaenys, especially now after, the whole meeting where he's like, you have my full support. I will give you whatever you want. Do you think that Joffrey's going to be betrothed then to Rhaena?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe that's the move.
Would she be then considered too much older than to have his children? Or what age do they start?
I don't know.
That feels inappropriate. I mean, it all feels inappropriate. The child bride stuff, I don't like any of it. You shouldn't be married off at 12. You shouldn't be married off at 19. You should be married off when you're in your 20s, folks. Just wait, okay? Hold it. Keep it together.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where that's going to go, but it's definitely... I think Corlys is definitely going to do everything in his power to protect the grandkids.
Yeah.
And keep the line as active as possible.
Yeah.
Because they're in a dangerous spot now, so...
Yeah. Let's see. Hobo Deluxe 960, great season. I too think the spy lady is still alive and maybe even in cahoots with Larys. He gets points with Alicent and she gets everyone thinking she's gone and no one will be looking for her. That's also great. The White Worm.
That's interesting thought.
The White Worm. As long as they get that baby Fight Club out, I think that would be great.
100% she's not dead. In my mind. I'll be shocked if somehow they were able to get her to die. Like, if they were able to get a one-up on her with how much information that she's presented at this point to be ahead of, I definitely don't think she's dead.
Right. Gypsy Undead, I think that table that Rhaenyra has will be the season 2 intro. What do you think? Ooh,
Dude,
I think that would be an awesome intro.
When they lit up that table,
that was awesome.
that was so epic.
I love that it's lit by candle. I mean,
So
obviously,
cool.
what else are you going to do? But, like, I
Dragon,
love...
Dragon Fire.
That would be awesome, too. But I love that, like, you know, it's not just a table. It's a table lit from underneath. It's just...
Because, I mean, we've obviously seen that table before.
Yeah.
But not like that.
That was cool.
That was such a cool moment where I'm like, what are they doing? It's like, oh, that thing lights up. That's cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was...
Ooh, sparkly.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty amazing how they give us something new like that and just shows us how, like, I want that in the living room, damn it.
I want that as my dinner table, damn it. John, really? Juan Otero, mind blown from how much was going on.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There was definitely a lot going on.
So now let's get to the super chats. I mean, Ray right now. The same reason I go for characters like June versus Serena in Handmaid's Tale is the same reason why I take Rhaenyra more than Alicent. Ray bucks against the patriarchy and Allie holds it up. Nah, Team Black. Sorry, that was a very choppy way of reading your message. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the 10. And absolutely. Okay.
We got pretty Nickies.
We did. Scroll down a little bit, though. I think I missed right before. Reactions are amazing. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Schnick. Thank you, Dark Lord. Pretty Nikki. Karen again. Both of your chemistry is beautiful. House green. No! Karen, thank you so much. Schnick. Little black hearts all day long. Absolutely. Thank you for the 5. Helena. Hi, Steve and Nikki. Do you think when Daemon looked Vermithor eye to eye, he saw Luke's death?
Oh.
That's how he knew.
Is that a thing?
Did he tell that beforehand?
No. That was all after. That was the last scene of the episode. Was
that's
him telling Rhaenyra.
okay.
I didn't know if that was a thing. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Interesting. That would be super dope.
I love it. Caroline Rose, thank you for the 1999. Do you feel like they could have added more at the end of the episode, or did they stop it at the right time with the cliffhanger? I mean, they want you to keep watching, so they definitely left it at a good spot with the cliffhanger, but yes. I would have loved to see like 3 hours of content. But
Yeah, right? I was actually anticipating like a 90-minute episode.
I thought it was going to be longer.
That's what I was kind of expecting.
That's what she said. That is what she said.
Thank you for the 1999. That's a huge contribution. Thank you very much.
Olivia Michelle, I just thought about Team Black's kids and writers have teachers and other seasoned dragon writers, their family, but Team Green kids don't.
Oh.
They don't?
I don't think so.
That's interesting. Is that why Aemond... Well, no, I mean, dragon gonna dragon. So I don't think that...
I don't think it had anything to do with that. It just doesn't... They don't have, like, the keepers, I don't think, like they do at Dragonstone.
No, that's probably... Yeah.
That's my assumption.
UK Storyteller, thank you for the £5. Thank you for your awesome reactions. Thank you for being here. Sarah Hakeson, thank you for the sticker, the $4.99 sticker, super sticker. Paul Hughes, as a reader of the book since 1996, I thought the season was better than the best season of the original series. Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
I mean, there's definitely like way more hype for that. Wait, I wasn't done.
That was it.
What we had like gifted subs. We had.
Oh, we already hit that.
Oh, okay. But what is happening outside? Holy shit!
This is work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was way more hype for this season, which I just loved, and I just loved it. It was really good.
Do you guys have anything else you want to chime in on? If not, we're gonna wrap up the
Dragon
podcast.
telepathy. Yeah, I think the only good thing about the Greens is Vhagar. I agree. Karen, thank you so much. Vermithor the Bronze Fury is a legendary dragon that Daemon was singing to.
That was such a cool scene.
I loved it. I loved that so much.
I'm like, what is because I think you said it during the episode. You're like, is he drunk? What's he doing?
Honestly,
and
why is he out there singing?
It's like, oh, he's singing to a dragon.
He's singing to a dragon.
That was fucking amazing. So
yeah.
We have definitely not seen the last of it.
Oh, no, they're totally going to bring that back.
Yeah.
See, what I thought is that Corlys was out there looking for Laenor.
Oh.
but how would he know
Yeah.
to even look for him, you know, if they thought that they buried him? So that wouldn't make any sense. But I think that Lenore he'll show up somewhere. Schneck, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the 5.
So
Kristen Cole sucks. He's gorgeous, but he sucks. J. King, do you think Rhaena, Damon's daughter with no dragon, will claim one of the wild dragons? Love you guys. I think that she'll get an egg.
hopefully.
I think she will. Paul 5486, 9 months. You have a YouTube baby. Tier 2, thank you so much. You have me for another month, my perfectly imperfect overlords. What? What does that mean?
So in close,
Fins up. What's that?
it's a football thing.
Oh.
So in closing, we have to do our top heels and top baby faces, of course, because that's something that we did when we watched the original Game of Thrones show, and I feel like it'd be fitting to wrap up this first season's podcast with our top heels, top baby faces. I think it's going to be really hard to pick baby faces for this.
I have one.
That was my biggest struggle, but I'll start with the heels. I'm going to pick my top 3 heels.
I have 2.
You have 2 heels? Okay, so I'm going to go with Otto, Kristen Cole, and I'm going to pick Lara Strong.
Yeah.
Those are my 3. Those are my top 3
Those are
heels.
mine. Those are mine.
Same?
I Laris, Otto, and I just added Cole because Cole sucks. Leilana, thank you for the 9 months. You guys are the best. Love you both. Love you.
Thank you very
I love
much.
you. Thank you.
On the babyface side, and I think the babyface thing is the hardest because so many characters in this show have done unforgivable things. There are so many people who are kind of in that gray area, that middle road, where it's like...
There's one person.
Like, are you good? Are you bad? Are you a babyface? Are you a heel? I think the clear obvious is King Viserys.
Oh.
I think King Viserys is the only true, clear babyface for me. This dude
Then I have
always had the thought of peace and what's best for his family and the realm. He felt like the one dude who just always kind of stayed pure through the entirety of his character run in the first season.
So I had one, but now I have 2. Helena.
Oh, yes.
Helena is my baby face.
She's the only reasonable
That
breed.
poor kid didn't do anything. She didn't do a fucking thing, poor thing.
She'd go in YouTube jail because she likes to spoil shit.
Oh.
She kind of spoils the story a little bit.
But mysteriously.
Right. I mean, keep your crazy thoughts to yourself, lady. We don't want to be spoiled. Please, thank you.
And then I added Viserys too.
Okay.
Because as much as like you didn't like certain things that he did, he was still inside a good person, you know?
I think the only other person I put on my list for baby faces because of what went down at the end of this final episode was Sir Eric. The way he bent the knee and kind of put himself out there for Rhaenyra and gave up everything to, commit to her. I thought that was an amazing moment, and I'm just gonna put him in there. I mean, obviously Alicent, Daemon, Rhaenyra, Aemon. Like, Aemon's kind of a bad dude. He's definitely on the heel list.
Yeah, he is. But not like the top ones. G-Man, thank you for the 15. Thank you.
There's just so many characters that fall within that middle ground where it's like, I'm not sure. Like, your intentions are good, but you've been responsible for people's deaths and covering things up, and so, like, yeah, there's a lot of shit in there.
Hold on. Jeffrey, you blame Aegon for being an R word, but love Viserys. Viserys didn't know he was doing that. He thought he was having sex with his wife. Why do I bleep out sex? He thought he was having sex with his wife. He didn't...
How are those...
Just because she didn't tell him anything.
How am
I supposed to take that as the R word? Aegon literally knew he did it. He was doing it on purpose.
It was his wife.
No, you can still R word we're not having that debate. That could still happen.
It felt consent. Like, just because she's not enjoying it doesn't mean it's not consensual, right? I don't know. I didn't get that.
But don't put that on me.
I didn't get that vibe.
Don't do that. Don't put that on me.
I don't think comparing what Viserys and Aemon did even close to the same thing.
No. Iron Minotaur with the 10. I love the throne room scene when Viserys walked in. Camera cut was on point. While you have a quick camera cuts on Alicent and Rhaenys, you have a slow pan camera cut on Rhaenyra basking in the light. I do like that.
Corlys is a babyface too. Totally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our lists. I think it's always a fun little game to play. We'll try not to forget if we're even still doing reactions when
you
season
put Sir
2 comes
Eric
out.
too. You didn't.
I said it. You weren't listening to me.
Okay. Norse with the 5 gifted subs.
Let me wrap this up.
Go ahead.
Did we see your super chat?
Didn't I say it? Did I not say it?
I'm pretty sure we did. We read all the super chats that were on the list. It's always a fun little game to play. We always try to add little things to our videos, and hopefully we won't forget if we're still doing reaction videos when season 2 of this comes out. Hopefully we still are.
We'll see.
But yeah, babyfaces, heels, it's always kind of a tough thing to do because of the idea that, this show has such characters that are so far in the mix. But overall, love this first season. I think it was amazing first season. I cannot wait to see where they go.
Me too.
Okay, we are done with the podcast.
I think J. King, I think he had a resub message.
Did we miss that?
Yes, I think we missed your resub message. I apologize.
There was a resub.
J. King, yes.
That should have been in there.
Hold on. Because I did see a resub, and I was like, oh shit, I need to get to that. Bye, Helena.
What am I doing?
I have no idea.
Why is Nikki in trouble?
Because I wasn't listening to something. Not listening? I don't know. Bye, Russ! Memberships? Would it be on memberships? Huh. I did read Luke was a babyface to me. He was sweet, a little boy stabbing Aemon with self-defense. Did I not get that one? And then I read the J. King, do you guys think Rhaenyra Daemon's daughter with no dragon claimed the wild dragons? Did I get them all? I don't want you to think that I left you out, because that is definitely not the intent. I apologize. That was the one, okay.
Okay, maybe it didn't refresh, because I don't think that was there a minute ago.
No, because we closed it after the other J. King one about Rhaena Daemon's daughter with no dragon, and then we closed it, and then I read the G-Man one. So yes, I did miss it. I apologize. And then I read Iron's one.
So where are they putting the... Alright, we gotta find out where they put the...
Super chat. We're learning every day still, guys. Thank you guys for being so awesome.
Where's the messages for the... Did they not...
Oh, and I gotta go pick up children.
Good timing.
Yeah.
Do they not give us a place to read the
resub?
The membership?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But thank you for saying something. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you guys for everything today. All the contributions, all of the questions. Anybody who was nice in the chat, thank you guys so much for being respectful of each other. Anybody who was disrespectful in the chat, thank you for the view. But also don't do that. Don't be disrespectful.
We still have under 200 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button.
Have a great day. I gotta go pick up my children. He's gonna hang out with you, so don't go anywhere.
What do you want for lunch?
I don't know. You tell me. Both kids play softball this evening. It's gonna be great. Yeah, except for Alicent Hightower. You suck. And Aegon. Aegon sucks too. Oh, and also, Paul Sura. Thank you for the hoodie, my friend. Look at that. Look at that hoodie. That's nice.
It's pretty cool. My headphones turned off again.
Is your battery dying?
No. I wonder if there's no audio coming through. It just assumes.
Good night, Trisha. I missed it when she said good night. Goodness gracious.
Still under 200 likes. Come on, guys. Help us out. It goes a long way. 2 more.
Alright, y'all.
1 more.
What if I unlike it, then re-like it?
That's would
I
be
know.
rude.
It was a joke. Bye, guys.
Alright, you guys did it. Thank you, guys. What's for lunch? I don't know yet. Nikki kind of put it in my court to decide. Andor was fun but slow. This is the first episode 8 that I'm a little concerned about. I will recommend Andor only if you could handle a story, character, dialogue driven show that doesn't have a lot of pew pew and no lightsabers. I'm gonna watch Tales of the Jedi today, probably. We're doing our normal carving of pumpkins, taking the kids out. We're taking them to a softball party on Saturday, which is why we're doing movie night on Saturday this week. Andor still has 4 episodes. There's 12 in the season. They just did 8. So. I mean, the stories that they're going to tell in Tales of the Jedi look amazing, and I mean, the animated shows with Filoni, always amazing. Well, there's just, like, there's a lot of people who are out there, like, people who have influence in the Star Wars realm saying that it's not Star Wars, and it's like there's no Force, so it's not a Star Wars. It's like, I don't subscribe to that kind of mindset. There's so much more in the Star Wars universe than just lightsabers and Sith users and Jedi. The steamboats. What's up, Sandy? Got your picture's getting blocked by, what's this thing's name, Sam? The Force is always there. You just don't see people using it, exactly. Bears has traded Robert Quinn to the Eagles. Thank you, Steve, for saying that. What did I say? Which part? Do you think the Giants are that good, or do you believe the NFC is just weak? I mean, they've beaten AFC teams. I haven't been able to watch. I've watched one Giants game this year, and it was the one that they lost to the Cowboys, because we've been doing softball all day Sunday. I haven't been able to watch any other games at all. But I'm not sure how they're winning. Defense. Oh, guys, I want to test something out. Go give our TikTok a follow. I mean, obviously the running game, they're running the ball. Saquon looks amazing. Because, I mean, I've watched highlights, obviously. Saquon looks amazing. They're playing defense. No spoilers on Cobra Kai. We have one more episode to watch. I don't even like when people ask that question. I think the Astros are gonna win. How the Bucks lose to the Panthers? Bucks aren't good. I think is the easiest explanation. I mean, it's amazing what good coaching does for a quarterback. Daniel Jones, he had like 100 and something yards rushing. He's a really, really skilled dude. He's a really talented quarterback. He's just had fumbling problems, which it is what it is, but also, I mean, I'm rooting for the Phillies. I think it would be amazing if the Phillies won, but I think the Astros are just too good. I'd love to see Dusty, like, I wish Dusty Baker wasn't managing the Astros because I'd love to see him get a win. Justin Fields just needs development and good coaching. It looks like the last couple of weeks they've maybe unlocked something. We'll see. Astros banging trash cans all the way to victory. Yep. When you, Nikki, watch The Walking Dead after... I'm not sure what you're asking, G-Man. Manchester United? No, I don't watch soccer. Or football. The other football. Vikings top 15? Oh, for sure. I think for sure. They're finally letting him run and move to the pocket, playing to his strengths. I mean, that's what good coaching does. He hasn't had a good coach yet. And he's doing it with an absolute shit receiving core. We have not finished the Sandman. We're going to pick it back up next week. We're going to focus on finishing Cobra Kai, and then we'll get back to Sandman next week. When you are we're probably going to watch The Walking Dead on Friday night. Maybe tomorrow. I have it on Thursday, so maybe tomorrow. Thank you, Angie. Appreciate it. I think Jace has already proven to have a little bit of fire in him. I think he'll act aggressively for sure. Thank God we have $100 million cap this offseason to bolster the roster. Yeah, definitely watch the Karate Kid 2 and 3. Thoughts on Westworld? Amazing first season. Second season, not so much. And I only got through like 2 or 3 episodes of season 3, but 4 I was like, what are they doing? I mean, if Netflix doesn't renew Sandman, someone will pick it up. I would imagine. Have you watched Chernobyl? Yeah, we've got reactions to every episode on the channel. Yep. Alright, guys. You heard the last season of Westworld is good? I doubt it. I just hate the idea that, like, a 4-season show has 2 shitty seasons. And it's like, oh, you just gotta get through 20 episodes of crap to get to a good show. It's like Westworld should have been a 1-season show, in my opinion. That first season was fucking awesome. I wouldn't say like The Walking Dead. Like Fear the Walking Dead. Season 1 was good, and then a bunch of crap, and then people are like, oh, it's good! It's like, oh, I gotta get through 3 bad seasons of TV to get to something good? Like, not gonna happen. We have not watched The Thing. It'll be on the vote this week. Channel members get the vote, so if you're able to, join up. And you could have an impact on the content we watch. I mean, the first season of Westworld would probably be in my, like, top 8 of single season single seasons of television. Let Amazon take Sandman season 2. They like to spend money. Nikki's seen Trick or Treat. That's why we have this fellow right here. I have never seen it. Is there a show you regret having started on the channel? Probably Black Mirror. Kind of regret that. We haven't done the Pacific yet. We're gonna hopefully get to it before the end of this year. Band of Brothers is what we did. What's up, Shine? Squid Game, yeah, 100% Squid Game. Well, it's hard to like completely regret Squid Game because of how many views those videos got. But yeah, the backlash was fucking ridiculous. Black Mirror is very bad for claims, yeah. At least it was for us. And it's really not my style of storytelling. I thought I would kind of enjoy the anthology version, like episode to episode, but it's like, not really. Not for what we do. No gaming currently. I don't really have the time. I'm gonna have to make time for God of War. Sub versus dub was, I think harsh is a very nice word to use. That whole situation was fucking ridiculous. And anyone who jumps into that argument and ridicules people for watching things a certain way, go fuck yourself. I've heard a lot of great things about Yellowstone. If you got recommendations, we only take them in our Discord because we don't take notes during streams. I mean, I'll have to like clear my whole slate of afternoons during God of War. I want to do those day streams. I think that'd be fun. Shine, have you played the new Call of Duty campaign? Or I guess it's not new. It's thought about jumping on to the onto that campaign. I never played Modern Warfare 2. Least favorite Star Wars show? Probably Book of Boba Fett. That show felt pretty unnecessary, and by the end, pretty worthless. Your friend played the campaign, he had a lot of fun with it. Visually it looked amazing. Did you sort out the new TV? Yeah, it's getting exchanged on Monday, I think. Because it's been a fucking headache. Like a huge, like it just like reaffirms my feelings of not changing things if there's no reason to. It's like we wanted to upgrade our TV, get something bigger and get something that we can maybe see a little clearer. It's like, nope, you're just gonna run into all kinds of problems. The TV just randomly disconnects from the internet. It doesn't allow, like, it pauses in the middle of watching a Netflix show. That shit never happened. I think it paused like 3 or 4 times. Like, I think it was 4 times when we were trying to watch on Sunday. It just paused. Got a spinning wheel of death. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, and that's why I'm not a big person of change, so. But like the TV, like we had a 45-inch TV, which is fine. But the room is pretty long. So it's kind of far. So when something gets dark or, yeah, we updated everything that it told us to. It didn't matter. It's sometimes hard to see because of how like long our room is. And we're like, well, maybe now's a good time. Any Halloween stream theme? I mean, we've been doing Halloween movie nights all October, so we'll keep that going for Sunday night. Well, we got a 65, and it fits perfectly. It's just not working. Do you have your TV connected with either cable or Wi-Fi? It's through Wi-Fi, but all of our TVs are connected through Wi-Fi, and none of them have any issues. I'm gonna watch Tales of the Jedi later today, hopefully. It's definitely a faulty TV. Like, it'll... Like, last night when we were trying to watch Cobra Kai, it was, like, reverting back to, like, other settings and, like, disconnecting things, and Nikki would hit the settings button. It would take us to, like, Amazon or something. It's like, what are you doing? I think people still use the term lemon. I mean, I'm also old, so. We're not gonna watch Peaky Blinders, no. Have not seen it. I mean, we could try running an Ethernet cable all the way from... The problem is, our internet is in this room, and our TV is all the way downstairs. So, on the other side of the house. So it's not even on the same floor. I mean, luckily, we've got it through Costco. Luckily, they've got amazing customer service, and they're going to come out and swap. So, greetings from Greece, Sparta. Hello. I mean, I've thought about doing it because I kind of want to move the office down there. That's like, I want to steal, that's currently like the kids' like playroom. But I want to turn it into our like, essentially I want to turn it into our studio. Our computers are there, our streaming setup is there, our reaction setup is there, and just leave shit in place. Because we gotta like pack up, unpack, we gotta set up every time we set up for a reaction. I want to just turn that into a studio, but it's currently the kids' room still. So we'd have to find a way to run, like we couldn't run everything through Wi-Fi in that room. We'd have to find a way to hardwire the internet and get like a super long ass cable, run it out the window and down. Power line adapter? What's that? that is. Teach me, chat. Teach me. What is that? What's up with the New York Giants? They're fucking 6-1. What do these things do? Looks like you plug it into the wall and then you plug your Ethernet cable into it. But this thing has to connect. It has to connect. It still has to have good Wi-Fi. I still don't fully trust our Wi-Fi across the house. Oh, so the router goes into that, and then the other one. Ew. That works. Like, people have success with that. I'll buy the most expensive pair. Lakers or Clippers. I can't really stand any LA team, but if I had to pick between them, I'd definitely pick the Clippers. Not popular. Powering is internet over electrical line. Have not seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil. You've used them, and what internet do you have? Sudden Impulse. It does sound really cool. I literally want to buy the most expensive version of this. Go Cowboys. Block! So like there's a $120 version. Is there a reason why it's more expensive? 2,000 plus. Oh, it's just got more power. You gonna watch the World Series? If I'm not doing anything, I'll have it on, yeah. This Netgear Powerline 2000. Everything has to be on the same circuit. Oh. I don't know if that's possible. There's two. It comes in a pair. I don't know. Definitely gonna look into it. For sure. It should be on the same circuit. I don't know shit about that kind of stuff, unfortunately. You have gig speed through Comcast. Man, I would love fiber. If it's in, okay, if it's in the same house. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have one main circuit breaker, yeah. Okay. Or board, or whatever. I have, like, just enough technology knowledge to, like, get by. But then it's like, you guys mention something, I'm like, I don't know shit. See you, Gary. What's Starlink? Is that a provider? Our house isn't, like, super old, I don't think. It's old, but not super old. Dude, I've been a Cowboys fan since leaving the womb. They aren't winning anything unless Jerry gets out of his own way. Damn, it's painful. I mean, I'm sorry that you were born into being a Cowboys fan. That's never fun. But you're right. Jerry Jones has no idea what he's doing anymore. Oh, it's the Tesla satellite internet? Elon Musk taking over the world. We have Jimmy G. Try being a Bears fan and dealing. I mean, it's true. Forever haunted by the 1985 Bears. Trying to recreate that for some reason. Like, that doesn't work anymore. Football's different in 2022. You can't spend $20 million a year on a linebacker. The Bears. At least you're not Washington. True. What are we eating for lunch? I don't know. What do you want? You guys like my stress ball? Are there plans for new series in the future after 3 shows are ending? Enjoying the holidays is the plan. And we're not going to try to kill ourselves doing a whole bunch of new content. If anything new shows up, it'll probably be the Pacific. Have you watched The Redeem Team? I have not seen it yet. No. I did a quick check of the Discord and didn't see it in either the not interested or considering spaces, so I think you would get a laugh out of Logan Lucky. Suggest it. Jump in there. Don't they have great Thai food in Los Angeles? I wouldn't really know if it was great or not, but we've got some good Thai food where we live. Urlacher is amazing, but he also played in a different time and era. LA's kind of got good everything food. I mean, it's a transplant city, so there's people from all over the world living here, so... You want Mediterranean? I mean, I don't, but I'll eat that if that's what you want. I mean, I could get that gyro again. You just got to find the right LA pizza joint. There's plenty of good stuff in the right certain areas. Urlacher is in the Hall of Fame, and Zach Thomas isn't. What's up, X Cases? How's the Modern Warfare? Turkey Bacon Club. I mean, if you want a sandwich, you know I'm always down for a sandwich. Isn't there like a multiplayer, like a 3-person squad that you could go accomplish things? Hero. Right? I don't think it's pronounced gyro. It's a hero, right? Where do you want a sandwich from? I'm ordering live on stream. I don't think we're gonna do watch-along TV shows. I hope I have a work email. Alright, nothing important. No, I know that's how it's spelled, but it's pronounced as a hero, right? It's not pronounced how it sounds, or it's not pronounced how it's said, right? Or am I wrong about that? I was always under the assumption that it wasn't a gyro, it was a hero. I didn't say it was spelt wrong. Doofus. Yeah, Warzone 2. So if I buy it now, is all of that included X cases? Or do you have to buy each game mode? So I kind of want to give it I need to get back. I need a little video game in my life so I could have some love. I need some fun. I mean, Nikki always chooses violence. You get it all just buying the game? Okay. Did you pick a sandwich spot? You're too busy calling me a doofus for saying the right thing. Jersey Mike's deal. Falafel on pita with yogurt and hot sauce. Yellow rice on the side. Thanks, buddy. Gotcha. Peace was never an option. Never. Isn't this the content that you guys come here for? Me live talking to Nikki in the chat trying to determine what we're going to order for lunch? That's the content people are signing up for. Watch those memberships roll in. Oh wait, people are unsubscribing. Never mind. You never had a Philly cheese? Oh, I'm not a big Philly cheesesteak. This goes against my Italian family, but I don't really like peppers and onions. I had an Italian style cheesecake, or cheesecake, Philly cheesesteak in Philly. It was the bombest thing I've ever had in my life. We need some food streams. I don't like eating in front of people. I don't know. I'll do challenges. Panini. I mean, paninis are delicious. And all of a sudden, Nikki stops typing in the chat. What the hell? What am I ordering for lunch? Yeah, I don't like peppers and onions. We're gonna have movie night on Sunday night. Yeah, I just don't like the texture. Oh, you picked up kids. You're driving. Okay. I wasn't sure exact. Oh yeah, it's way past 2:06. Here, this will be fun. I won't do that. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to play games again. That void is empty in my life right now. I'll just wait till you get home. You'll be home in like 5 minutes. I'll just wait till you get home. I didn't really look at the clock. I didn't really see what time it was. But we're going to leave a cliffhanger for the chat. What did they end up ordering for lunch? Da da da. Find out in Discord. Amber Darko. I miss the squad obviously, but I just miss playing games. I haven't played a video game in months. I just have not had the I haven't been sleeping as it is. Turkey with bacon on wheat Mike's way. I mean, it's a solid sandwich right there. Find out on Discord. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Dumbass. I don't want to play that game though, Leilana. I tried Overwatch. I don't think it's my thing. It's like I went to bed at 3 o'clock last night and woke up at... My first alarm went off. I think I set it for like 8:30. See you on the next episode of What's for Lunch. What is your type of game? I like anything that has a lot of action and if there's a good story. I like story and action. Oh shit, X case is just wasn't me. It wasn't me. X cases is choosing violence. Currently, Matthew, the perks are the same. It just all depends on to what level you want to support us. I want to add more perks to the higher tiers. It's just finding the time to get through to getting all that stuff accomplished with my full-time job has been a challenge. But I want to do, at some point, like member-only streams. I want to do patron-only streams, kind of like the same thing. So I want to be able to give those to the higher tier members. But currently, it's just all determining on what level you want to support us at right now. The plan is to add stuff. I've just been very behind on adding stuff. I played about 20 hours of Red Dead before my computer decided to delete all of my progress, which made me not want to play the game ever again. Thank you, Matthew, for the tier 2. Appreciate it. Much love to all of those who can. Much love to everybody. It's not just those who contribute. If you're here, hanging out, watching, we love you. If you contribute, it's amazing. There isn't many games out or coming out that I'm interested in. I feel like there's been a long down period in terms of games. Like, there's nothing that I like. My favorite game that I've been playing for years at this point, maybe a couple of years, Escape from Tarkov. I just lost complete interest in it. Try before you deny. I've played Overwatch. I heard it's the same game. I don't like all the jumpy, fast-moving stuff. Like, I'm not good at that. I like the slower, more tactical style games. I'm a little better at that, I feel like. Even though I rock at Fortnite. Thank you very much for joining. The gifted memberships, massive support and appreciation. Appreciate y'all. All the super chats, appreciate y'all. The lurkers. Lurkers are people too. We love you. hanging out, chatting, hanging out. We love this community very much, and we appreciate all the support very, very much. Dying Light 1 and 2? I don't know. Will I play with Dying Light 1 and 2? I don't know. How do you gift memberships? How are they rewarded to folks? I think it's just I haven't gifted memberships. I think it's just you pick how many you want to gift and then it just happens. I don't think you get to pick who yet. Days Gone is like The Last of Us, just open world ain't my thing. And I like members have to opt into receiving gifted memberships, which I think is interesting. But you opt into it and then you get the perks. You get emotes and stuff. Matthew, thank you for the 10. Holy shit. Really appreciate that. YouTube still has a lot of things to fix. I agree, Leilana. 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Let's go, yo, in the chat, members. Drop those emotes. Nikki got this from Target. Target. Give it 6 months. 6 months might be a little quick, but it's definitely happening. Kids are home and they're loud. Cool. That's my cue to get off the internet.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm still waiting for season 2
What?
of you eating lunch.
Oh. That is my cue to say goodbye, chat. Thank you all for everything. We love you very much. We will be back live for movie night. And yeah, thanks again for all the gifted memberships, all the new members, all the remembering up. Resub was so much easier to say. Thanks for all the resubs. All the super chats, thank you very much. And again, thank you guys for those of you who are civil during the podcast, talking Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, all that stuff. We appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. We will see you guys later. Today I will get up the poll for movie night, so you members and all you new members who've been gifted memberships get to vote on movie night. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks again. We love you. Bye.